Right.
Then we're here
Yep.
for the big one then.
Yep, the big one.
WrestleMania 38 predictions for night 1 and night 2.
Yes.
So overall, I believe there are 14 matches scheduled.
Yes,
Yeah,
14
7 on
matches
each night.
scheduled for this year's WrestleMania. Definitely more matches than we have seen at WrestleMania in these last few years. I mean, especially since COVID's been involved for like the last 2. So definitely think there'll definitely be more fans, more matches. And
Yeah.
really, things are definitely going to be bigger than before.
Yeah, in my opinion, the card's all right. Like it's not the best WrestleMania card ever, but it's not the worst.
No, I mean they've like really balanced it out, really, haven't they?
Yeah. Also, I'm a bit disappointed that the mid-card titles aren't being defended on the show, as they all should be,
What you
obviously.
mean, like the Intercontinental Championship and others?
Yeah. I think they should be
Well, I know
defended
the
on
United.
WrestleMania.
Well, hang on a minute. I think the United States title is that going to be defended on. I think that was going to be defended, isn't it?
No, Finn Balor was gonna fight Damian Priest, but it's not on there.
It? Unless.
And then there's a lack of stipulations as well.
Unless they're probably. Unless what I'm thinking is they might have that one they might have that one on the kickoff show or something.
Yeah, they might add something to that. The kickoff show's actually 2 hours today. Actually, it starts at 11.
Oh, so that's why it's at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it
so I was
starts
always
at 2,
wondering
11,
why.
and the proper show
Always
starts
like
at 1.
wondering why it was like 2 hours. So now I know. Whew, blimey. I'm glad it wasn't started at 12 now. Oh, blimey.
So tonight, the matches are Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre
Or as other people are calling him, Luchador Logan.
Oh yeah, Luchador Logan, of course.
Yeah, which in fairness, I absolutely despise that name, to be honest.
To be honest, the mask did. I'm not gonna lie though, that mask did kind of suit him.
Yeah, it did a bit, but in fairness, it suits Ray better.
Yeah, obviously.
It does suit Rey Mysterio better.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So Drew versus Happy Corbin, the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus and Rich Holland. Seth Rollins versus TBA, and we'll get on to who we think that's going to be later on. And our main event, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title.
Hang on a minute. Aren't we forgetting something?
Wait, what?
A certain thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, the biggest KO show ever, apparently, with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stunner and
apparently
Stunner.
Also, guys, what I found out from on a website called Cultaholic, apparently that is actually going to be the main event.
Yeah. That's right. That is going to be the main event.
You frozen again?
For me, it's you're frozen. Oh wait, you're back now.
The back of his head.
Says for
I don't know what else.
Says for me that you're frozen. Wait. Okay, I don't know what's happened here. Oh, okay. I think David's frozen. Wait, I don't know what's happened there. I'm still on the stream. Then yeah, David's frozen. Okay. We'll give him a minute. He'll be back in a sec. But yeah. Going through our quick. While we're waiting for him to come back, I'll read out the night 2 card. So we've got Queen Selena and Carmella versus Sasha Banks, Naomi versus Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. We got Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, and then Anything Goes. Oh wait, he's back now. And then we've got Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, RK Bro versus Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy for the Raw Tag Team titles.
I think
Edge versus
AJ frozen again.
Versus Omos and Brock v Roman. They are the matches that we have got. Oh, has it gone again? Brock v Roman is, of course, the biggest WrestleMania match. Well, they're saying it's the biggest WrestleMania match in history, aren't they? To unify the Universal title and the WWE title.
There we go. Oh, for
goodness
goodness
sake. Okay.
I have no idea what the heck's going on.
So I crashed out.
Wi-Fi.
Now you crashed out.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi I was using here, it was all right whilst I was watching Stand and Deliver, so I'm not exactly sure why it's crashing now.
That's weird.
Yeah, but as I was saying before we dropped out, apparently the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin reportedly is apparently set to be the main event of the show.
Yes, that's right. Actually, that's gonna be ending night 1. So that would be after. So the final match of the show, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda, and then the main event to end it all, Kevin Owens.
I've got a feeling that those two are gonna have a match to finish out night 1.
They could do. Well, someone's definitely gonna get stunned. We know that.
I think it'll probably be Kevin Owens.
Yeah, be Kevin Owens. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it.
Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think's better, night 1 or night 2?
I think definitely from the way things are currently stacked, I think definitely night 2 definitely
night 2's better.
Puts a bit more impact. I mean, night 2 we've got the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles involving Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Queen Zelina, Carmella, Shayna Baszler, Natalya, and Naomi and Sasha Banks. We also got the Anything Goes match between Knoxville and Zayn. Also got McAfee versus Theory. We got the Raw Tag Team titles defended, triple threat for that. RK Bro defending their Raw Tag Team titles against Alpha Academy and the Street Profits. And of course, we got the big one, the one which will really decide who's going to be both Universal Champion and WWE Champion. The so-called biggest WrestleMania match of all time. The Championship Unification match. Winner takes all. The WWE Champion. The Beast incarnate. Brock Lesnar goes one-on-one with the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, to decide who will be the unified world champion.
Yeah, and I've heard rumors that they're making a unified world championship.
Yes, that is true. I mean, what they're going to do is officially they're going to be unifying both the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship as well. So I think that's definitely going to be very, very interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, it will be 100%. We'll probably get onto that one last though, because it is, as they are calling it, the
that
biggest.
one last. I mean, it's the biggest one of the lot, for goodness sake.
Yeah. Yes.
So
what one should we start with first on night one? We'll go through all of night one, then we'll go on to night two.
Yep.
Should we do Becky v Bianca? A big one to start off? Yeah. Okay, so these two, the feud hasn't actually been that bad. I know neither of us actually wanted this match, as we said in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah. I mean, pretty much we wanted either Rhea Ripley or Alexa Bliss, if I recall.
Yeah, but the build's actually been fairly decent, though. I'm not gonna
lie. It has, definitely. I mean,
I am excited
this between Bianca and Becky. Venice, this feud actually started like right back at SummerSlam last year, when Becky Lynch returned.
Same as Brock and Roman, actually. Same as Brock and Roman.
Yeah, it's pretty much started from last year when Becky Lynch returned. Said Carmella, who was set to face Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, into the steel steps. And then 26 seconds later, Becky Lynch manhandle slams Bianca Belair into the mat, and Becky Lynch comes out SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah. So who do I think is going to win this? It has been a good feud. Obviously, on Raw earlier on in the week, Bianca cut Becky's hair. She got the last
I remember that.
on the road.
I remember saying on that stream. I remember saying on the stream that pretty much that Bianca Belair has got hell to pay for that. I mean, really, I don't think Becky is ever going to let her get away what she did last night on Raw. Yeah, and guys, can I officially just take this time quickly to apologise for unfortunately falling asleep right at the end of the stream. I didn't mean to. It was just like, it literally caught me like right off guard. Yeah, I didn't mean to like fall asleep. Just, I don't know what the heck happened. I mean, one moment I was wide awake. Next thing I know, dropped off and woke up again literally around 4:18.
Yeah, I saw like at I saw like at a point you were wide awake, you were screaming at something that happened, and then suddenly when I next went back on it, you were asleep.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's weird, I'm telling you. I'm just hoping it's not going to be another scene. What I did on a certain pay-per-view a few months back. Because I remember doing it. Which pay-per-view was it? Was it Extreme Rules or was it the Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble. I'm streaming. It's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so it's the Royal Rumble. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna happen this time because I've gotten a few drinks, guys. Is with me to make sure I'm definitely wide awake. I'm pretty much going to be sugar fueled over these next 2 nights.
Yeah, and it's WrestleMania as well, so
yeah, you don't want to fall asleep during that, do you?
No.
Right. But let's get on. Let's get back to the Becky versus Bianca prediction, shall we?
Yeah,
let's
right.
move
So
on
I think
back to that, because I really don't want to talk about me falling asleep any longer. Dear Lord.
Right, so I'm predicting for this one that that Bianca Belair gets revenge on Becky from the past since like SummerSlam and wins the match and is the new Raw Women's Champion.
Interesting, but I mean, again, I really think that's pretty much going to be like the opposite to that. I think Becky, I think she'll find some way to win. I mean, we've seen it before in certain title matches where she's had like matches against the likes of Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair, where she just finds that way to win, either by just like managing to sneak a victory quite late on, or just by grabbing the bottom rope. And that I think that Becky should probably sell her soul again one last time. I think pretty much Bianca Belair will, of course, be pinned down with Becky quite close to the ropes. So Becky, she puts her hand onto it and retains the Raw Women's Championship like that.
Okay. Right. The next one. What is that? Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus The Miz and Logan.
Oh, now this is personal, guys. This is officially a very personal matchup. I mean, what The Miz has done to the Mysterios over these last few months, I mean, it's just absolutely beyond words. It's disgusting. It really is. What the heck he's done? He's just made it so personal. I mean, a few months ago, I think it was like a few weeks ago, before The Miz was due to have a matchup with I think it was either Dominic Mysterio or Rey Mysterio, where he went up, where he was on, I think they were on Miz TV or something, and Miz went up, looked at Dominic, and then said, "And guys, this is gonna be this really." It's really infuriated Dominic and Rey. He went and said, "You're a lot taller than Rey. Are you sure you're not Eddie's son?" Yeah, and that literally enraged Rey Mysterio. I mean, I think even Dominic had to hold him back. He was that furious. I mean, it's just that sort of level. It's just gotten to that sort of level. And also, of course, The Miz, when he took Rey Mysterio's mask a couple of weeks ago on Raw, I mean, that's just really type of level it's gotten to.
Yeah, so I mean, that was the thing that started the feud up, actually, to be honest with you. Then the Miz, Brain, Logan Paul, then they've kind of been terrorizing Mysterios.
If I remember rightly, the way this actually started, this feud, didn't The Miz have something against Rey and Dominic Mysterio, something about them cheating or something like that?
Oh yeah. They accused him. So he was accusing them of cheating, and then during that segment, that's when he said about being Eddie's son and stuff.
No, I think the one about the cheating, I think that was before
What were they cheating
Dominic's
about
match.
again?
I think that was before Dominic's match against Miz.
I remember. Did Dominic and Bray eliminate the Miz from the Royal Rumble or something? And they accused him of cheating for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
so. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah?
Take your time.
Right, I'm just doing predictions.
How long are you going to do?
In like 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it's a two-night thing, Emma. It's a two-night thing. We've got a lot to talk about. Literally got night one and night two to do. Oh, blimey. Sisters. Oh. Sorry about that, guys.
It's all right.
Oh, blimey. I think next time someone comes in the room like that, I'm definitely going to have to try and mute them. Or mute the mic or something like that.
Yeah.
Blimey. That was weird. But anyway, where were we?
The Miz, like the Miz and stuff.
Oh, yes, we were right on that, weren't we? Talking about wasn't it something about the cheating and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much
Yeah, so that's how it's mainly just came around from the cheating and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
And then since
right
Logan
before,
came.
yeah, it was way before Logan Paul came on the scene. I think this also related into Rey Mysterio having a match against Miz on the Elimination Chamber kickoff show.
Yeah. Right. Who do we think is going to win this then?
I think if I have to be honest, I'm thinking the Mysterios. I think the Mysterios, they've just been through so much with the Miz. I mean, just what the Miz has actually done to Ray and Dominic. I can just see that the Mysterios, they find some way to get their revenge, not just on the Miz, but on Logan Paul as well. So I'm thinking the Mysterios to win that match.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. The Mysterios should be winning it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the next one, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
Oh, I know who's going to win that. I mean, just really, this all started with, I think, yes, it did start last year.
Yeah.
Because I remember McIntyre and Hardy eventually were in a feud because those two were sort of like partners together at the time.
Ages, yeah. And then at day one, Drew McIntyre beat Madcap Moss, and Drew McIntyre also beat Madcap Moss at the Elimination Chamber, and now it's led to
officially, if I remember rightly, didn't McIntyre, if I remember rightly, he also got attacked after his match with Madcap Moss at day one, and they put something steel right onto his neck.
Yeah, they
did. Forced him out for a few weeks.
Yeah, until the Royal Rumble.
Then he returned at the Royal Rumble. And eliminated both Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin from the Rumble.
Yeah, that happened. Yes. But as I said, as you said, I think it's obvious who's going to win this. Drew McIntyre's just been making Drew McIntyre's going to win this easily.
Yeah, he's got to. No, I mean, especially after what happened on Smackdown last night. I mean, seriously. I mean, did Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss have to make this so personal? I mean, seriously. I mean, did you hear that joke they said last night?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just they took it way too far. I mean, involving McIntyre's dead mother in a joke like that. I mean, joking about McIntyre's dead mother. Do they really have to take this so low?
Yeah, around about the sword.
That's disgusting.
Sword, yeah.
Absolutely disgusting what happened.
So I think that Drew McIntyre is gonna probably win by murder against Happy Corbin tonight.
Oh, agreed. I have to agree. I think pretty much Drew McIntyre. I think really he's got to win tomorrow. I meant tonight. I mean, really, I think pretty much when he wins, really, I think he'll pretty much murder or destroy Happy Corbin, really, because I mean, just what Happy Corbin's done to him. I mean, it's just been absolutely disgraceful. So I think McIntyre, when he finally does get his hands on him, I think there's definitely going to be murder on hand tonight when he destroys Happy Corbin for good.
Yeah, so we're both saying a Drew McIntyre win. Now we've got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos,
Yeah,
Jey Uso
Jey
and Jimmy Uso
Usos.
versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Yeah,
Which is kind of a 50-50 one, to be honest with you, this one, in my opinion.
I have to agree, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely a
could go either way.
50-50.
That feud, hasn't exactly been great. Should be a decent match, though.
I mean, it's only like literally started over these last few weeks.
Yeah, they've
hasn't
just
it?
had like the odd couple of matches. It's been nothing special, really. So I'm
Yeah,
just going to
really
jump
not.
into my prediction straight away. I'm just going to say that the Usos are going to win this one, though.
Yeah, depends though. I mean, really? I mean, does the WWE really want to change this up? Do they want to like rid the Usos as tag team champions? Because I mean, the Usos have been tag team champions ever since Money in the Bank, so last year. So the
They
question
should
is,
stay champions because it makes them look stronger with Roman.
yeah, definitely
That's
makes
their
it
chance.
stronger with Roman. But I'm just thinking here, if the WWE want want the Usos officially to stay tag team champions, I mean that's fine. But I think Rick Boogs and Nakamura, I think they'll definitely pose a really big challenge to the
Yeah.
Usos' title reign. I think they'll probably be their biggest challenge yet. Because I mean, we've seen what Rick Boogs is capable of over these last few weeks and months. I mean, we definitely know what he's capable of. So really, the Usos, they really don't want to underestimate him. So I mean, I think it will be a tough task, but I think I am going to agree with you. I think the Usos will still be the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Okay, right. The next one, we got the New Day versus Sheamus and Rich Holland.
With Butch.
Again, not the... Oh, yeah, with Butch, of course.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Pete Dunne. I don't know why they changed his name.
Well, I don't know either. I mean, Pete Dunne, really. I mean, Pete Dunne was, he was a really nice name for a wrestler. I mean, we saw what he was like in NXT. I mean, we saw what he was capable of. So he's capable of doing in NXT. I mean, and they suddenly go and change his name. That's absolutely ridiculous. And there's something as ridiculous as Butch.
Yeah, and like changing Walter to Gunter or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I mean, that's great.
What jokes
I mean, the WWE universe, the WWE, right? They've changed some respectable wrestlers' names in the past, like, few months or so into really ridiculous ones. I mean, as you said, they changed Walter's name into Gunther. I mean, they changed Pete Dunne's name to Butch. I mean, who the heck are they going to? I mean, who the heck are they going to change whose name next? I mean, who knows? Are they going to change McIntyre's name? Are they gonna rename Roman as the big and rename Roman Reigns his name?
I reckon they'll like rename, like, probably next up they're gonna end up changing Happy Corbin's name or something. I mean, remember when do you remember when Doudrop they changed her name? I forgot what her original name was. They changed her name.
What was wrong?
Oh, Piper Niven to Doudrop.
Yeah, what was wrong with that? What was wrong with Piper Niven? I mean, seriously, nothing wrong with the name of a fellow superstar in NXT UK who's doing well. He was doing well at the time.
Yeah.
And changed her name to Doudrop. Really, that's just absolutely stupid.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what a name is that?
I mean, the three there: Gunther, Butch and Doudrop are some
It's
3
just
weird
stupid,
name
really.
changes. Yeah. I wonder who's next though. We'll have to see.
Oh, I'm just hoping they don't change McIntyre's name, for God's sakes.
I'm trying to think, who's would they change next? Madcat. They'll probably change like Madcat Moss's name to just, I don't know, Moss
The
or something.
what?
Just Moss. I don't know.
The Moss?
I don't know. Well,
That'd be a weird one.
yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, just think the way they would announce it. I mean, and let me just try and say it. And his tag team partner. No, hang on. No. Now let me just try and introduce like this WrestleMania match between Happy Corbin and McIntyre for a second. Let me just with the change of Madcap Moss a second. Alright. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Moss from Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds. Happy Corbin!
Sounds Moss.
Yeah,
Wait,
it really doesn't sound great, does it?
No.
I mean, just hearing that, guys. I mean, just hearing that. I mean, guys, let us know in the comments down below. Would you prefer it if they changed Madcap Moss's name to just Moss, or should they keep it as Madcap Moss? Let us know down in the comments below.
They did something similar to Riddle though. He used to be called Matt Riddle, and then they changed it just to Riddle.
Yeah, I think it was just to shorten his name. I think.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad one though. That's not a bad one. Like Bitch, Gunther, Doudrop.
I mean, really, just like keeping. I mean, shortening Riddle's name. I mean, just really. I mean, just saying. The original bro, Matt Riddle, is kind of long, so I think they just did it just to shorten his name down a bit. So
yeah,
but anyway, let's get back on this
what
match,
are we on?
shall we?
Oh yeah, the New Day match. I think the New Day just gonna win. The New Day.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, especially, I mean, this match, I mean, really hasn't exactly flourished as a feud, really. No. I mean, really, it all started when Sheamus and Rich Holland pretty much destroyed the New Day's AXV, I think that's what it was called.
Oh yeah.
Or the ABC. And then they went and broke Big E's neck in a match on Smackdown a few weeks ago, and also, but Pete Dunne, he's also aka Butch, has also been beating up Kofi Kingston over these last few weeks. So yeah, definitely, I think what will happen tonight, I think that before the match gets underway, I think that Big E will return, and I think that it will.
He won't return if he's got a broken neck.
No, I'm thinking if his broken neck's healed in time. Just thinking it has been a few weeks, hasn't it? Just saying. I mean, we've seen Curtis Axel, in WWE, just like at ringside with a broken neck when he was part of the Miztourage back in 2017. So why couldn't we see the same with Big E? You know, I mean, just at ringside with it's just a ringside as support. You know.
Yeah, ringside. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, the
do
New Day
agree
to
with
win.
you. I think the New Day will get their revenge on Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch tonight.
Yes, so I think the New Day as well. But now we've got a big one: Seth freaking Rollins versus who
Hang on. Sorry.
will it be? I mean, well, I'll give him a minute.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, it was my brother this time.
All right.
But anyway, as we were talking, what were we talking about?
Yeah, so the big one, a big one is Seth freaking Rollins versus TBA. Who will it be?
Yeah, I mean, we have been hearing about this pretty
I've got a
much
good
all
idea of who it will be.
since since Vince McMahon announced it on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. He announced it as who he's going to choose. I mean, we've been hearing about this for a fair few weeks now, where we're expecting Cody Rhodes to come back. I mean, we know a few weeks
Yeah.
ago he did sign his deal and just re-signed with WWE, and also we have been hearing about rumors about him coming back to WWE in his first match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Another like I would love it to be Cody, and I hope it is. But the other rumor is Gable Stevenson.
That's another rumor is
But
Gable Stevenson.
Cody Rhodes is the big rumor, and I reckon it's
Yeah.
going to be
But
Cody
there is
Rhodes.
also another rumor as well. There is another rumor about a possibility about a Seth Rollins versus Shane McMahon match.
Oh yeah, I really
Yeah, there's
hope
a
it's not Shane
possibility about
McMahon.
that.
I really hope it's not Shane McMahon.
No, I mean, we
Like
saw
I
his
say.
match versus Braun Strowman last year. I mean, yes, it was entertaining, but really didn't exactly give us much, really, did it?
Yeah, and the build up to the feud as well was horrible.
Yeah, it was just really was not good with Shane. I mean, I think we all would feel better if it was either Cody Rhodes or Gable Stevenson. But I think if we're going to be realistic, I think we'll probably expect it to be Cody Rhodes.
I'm gonna go crazy if it's Cody Rhodes. I really hope it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Same
Seth
here.
Rollins versus
I mean,
Cody Rhodes.
yeah, definitely thinking that. I mean, Cody Rhodes, I think he would be a really good prospect, especially on the Raw brand. I mean, he definitely brings something to Raw that we weren't possibly expecting. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting if it was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I think it will be Cody Rhodes. Who's gonna win that match? Seth v Cody. I
Difficult
reckon
one.
Cody will make. It's got to be Cody if he returns. Cody surely got to win and make a massive statement.
Yes, but to be honest, though,
And
I
Seth's on a bit of a
think
losing
that
streak as well.
yes, we know Seth's on a bit of a losing streak, but I think if there's anyone to really bring the best out of Seth Rollins, I think Cody could definitely bring the best out of Seth. I mean, we've seen it where he's been a bit on a losing streak, or something's happened in the past, and
Yeah.
there's like a certain match that really brings out the best in Seth Rollins, and I think Cody will definitely bring the best out of him. But I think Seth Rollins will pick up the win tonight.
Oh, really? Right. So you're saying Seth, I'm saying Cody.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then, okay, so yeah, it could be 50-50 though, that one, though, to
Yeah,
be honest.
definitely 50-50 there.
So the last match of night one we've got is Charlotte Flair defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble winner Ronda Rousey.
Yep, the baddest woman on the planet.
Yes, this feud I've actually really enjoyed. The whole build up to this match I've really
same
enjoyed.
here. I mean,
I've really enjoyed it.
they've taken this view to a whole different level. I mean,
Yeah,
ever
taken it
since
so far.
Rousey, ever since Rousey announced that she was going to be taking on Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania, I think this rivalry it's gone to the highest level. I mean, it's absolutely been brilliant. I've fully enjoyed it. I mean, what those two have done to each other. I mean, there's been brutal attacks on each other. There's been new moves come up with. I mean, new ways of brutality. I mean, we saw Ronda Rousey use a submission that we've seen in the past from the only gold medalist in WWE, the Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, with of course his famous submission, the ankle lock, and we also saw a new submission from Charlotte as well, which in fairness, it was a move that looked a bit like the crossface on what Edge did to Roman, because he got like a bit of a steel pipe and put it into the mouth of Roman. But with Charlotte, she did it a bit like that.
Yeah.
She did it a bit like that.
Oh yeah. Also, both women want to probably win by submission as well in this. Ronda Rousey really wants Charlotte Flair to tap, and Charlotte really wants Ronda to tap.
Yes, definitely. I think
we're going to see a submission win by one of these.
I think it definitely be by submission this match. Yeah. I think this is going to be a true WrestleMania classic. This one. I mean, we just really can't predict who the heck's going to win this. I mean, it's going to be just one of those matches where you don't know who's going to win. Will it be Charlotte? Will it be Ronda? I mean, you can never. I mean, it'll just be like one of those matches. We really can't tell who's going to win.
Yeah. So I think that tonight the person who's going to win this is going to be Ronda Rousey.
Oh, completely agree. Yep. I think Ronda is going to be the new SmackDown Women's Champion. I mean, she did say on SmackDown this past Friday, she said, I'm going to make Charlotte Flair tap, or I'm going to rip her arm off and give it as a souvenir to my family. That's what Ronda Rousey said in a interview with Kayla Braxton when Kayla showed up at her training cave, if you will.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a personal rivalry, kind of.
Oh, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're both saying Ronda Rousey. But before we go on to night two, what do we think is going to go down on what do we actually think is going to happen on the KO show?
On the KO show, I think definitely things have gotten a bit personal between Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin, especially with what Kevin Owens did on Raw just a few weeks ago. Doing exactly what Stone Cold usually does. I mean, he came up literally dressed as Seth Rollins. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he then delivered a stunner to a cameraman as well. also did a bit of a Stone Cold Steve Austin after he's done a stunner to Vince McMahon per se. Also had that same thing that Stone Cold Steve Austin does, with the beers,
Yeah.
and poured them onto the guy who was throwing the cans to Kevin Owens. I mean, it's not his fault KO can't catch the darn things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his fault, really. I mean,
No.
it's just that Kevin Owens has got a lousy catch.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, all I'm saying is that someone's gonna get stunned. That's all I know about tonight.
But
That's
as I
quite an
said
easy
before, guys, I officially said it before, and I'll say it again. I think the one who does get stunned this evening will be the Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes. Also, just quickly, this is Logan Paul's gear for tonight, and I think. Do you think it looks a bit
Really?
like Seth Rollins?
Hang on,
I think it looks. I think it looks like Seth Rollins.
That so looks like Seth. That so looks
Yeah.
like something that Seth would have come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It does actually.
yeah, but as I said before, guys, as I said about the stunner thing, I don't think Stone Cold Steve Austin will be getting stunnered. I think really what I meant was I think that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be delivering the stunner to Kevin Owens. That's what I meant to say.
Yes, I agree with you on that actually. So that's it for night 1.
Yep. On to night 2.
Night 2. And on this one, we've actually got I'm actually really excited for night 2. We've got a match which I'm really excited for is Edge versus AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about that one, didn't I?
And Bobby Lashley versus Omos. And
Oh
of
yeah,
course, Brock and Roman.
yeah, definitely got some really
And Pat
interesting
McAfee
matches
versus
on
Austin
night
Theory
2.
will be good as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, can we start on that one, please? We start on that one.
What
Because
one?
I mean, the Austin Theory Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Because really, just that one in general, I'm just going to say this now. I'm just really looking forward to Pat McAfee absolutely destroying Austin Theory. I mean, what Austin Theory's done to McAfee over these last few weeks, I mean, he's been attacking him constantly from behind. And McAfee's just got really pissed by it and often ends up going after Austin Theory. I remember, I think this was the second week after I think it was the first week after the feud had been announced. Austin Theory slapped McAfee in the face, if I recall, and then McAfee and Theory really got into it with McAfee attacking Austin Theory, and really Austin Theory he's come close a couple of times to getting thumped by Pat McAfee again, but he's really hid behind the chairman of the board, Vince McMahon, in a way,
especially
because
last night as well.
also,
he hid behind Vince.
Yeah, what he did last night, that was just disgusting. I mean, really, getting him whilst McAfee was doing his thing, the Nakamura's theme with Rick Boots, that was just absolutely disgusting. I mean, it was
and then he just went, and then Pat chased after him,
and then he
Pat kicked the door, and then he was hiding behind Vince.
Yeah, he kicked the door, and Vince McMahon then came out.
Yeah,
I
and
thought,
then he said,
do you know what I was thinking next? Do you know what I was thinking next was going to happen?
What?
Was that Theory was going to show up behind Vince McMahon, and I thought Vince McMahon was actually going to like toss him out of the office and slam the door behind him. I thought McAfee and Theory would just get it on like that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just thought it would have gone on like that, you know.
Oh, it would have been interesting.
In
If it
fairness,
did.
I would have actually liked that to happen and all.
Yeah, I would as well.
Yeah, but I think the second time, I think definitely, I think if Michael Cole had gotten not managed to calm Pat McAfee down, I think we pretty much would have had a situation from what happened on SmackDown, like the first week after they announced the feud in general. So yeah, I just really hope that Pat McAfee destroys Austin Theory. I really do, because Austin Theory, I mean, I never liked him from the moment he came to Monday Night Raw. I mean, he's just an absolute scumbag in my opinion, and I just really hope that Pat McAfee he destroys him come night 2.
Yes, I agree. I think Pat McAfee's also going to win, but I wouldn't actually. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't actually be surprised if Austin Theory does win, but I reckon Pat's going to win. But I won't be surprised either way.
Definitely.
If Austin Theory pulls something dirty off, something like that.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that who knows, he might even get Vince McMahon involved. Who knows?
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, just imagine if Vince McMahon gets involved, Austin Theory's won.
You're again.
Oh my God, what has gone on?
Why did I go for?
Oh wait, is it back?
Oh, why the hell I went for?
Is it back? Yeah, it's back, I think. Yeah, I think we're back. No, we're not. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you are back now.
Yeah,
there you go.
Okay.
But as you were saying about Vince McMahon?
Yeah, I think if Vince McMahon gets involved, then I think it's just a guaranteed Austin Theory win.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Yeah, I think Pat's going to win though.
Vince McMahon gets involved in one way or another. I think definitely.
Imagine if Michael Cole gets involved and then distracts Austin Theory.
Oh, now that would be interesting. That would so be interesting if Michael Cole doesn't get involved in this. It would so be interesting. And technically, it's actually SmackDown versus Raw, isn't it, that match?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So technically, I really don't mind if SmackDown gets the win on that one, because I really hate Austin Theory anyhow.
Yeah. Okay, so we're both saying Pat McAfee to win. The next one, should we do Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn in an anything goes match?
Yeah.
Anything goes. So basically, you can't get disqualified. It's all a no holds bars match. It's disqualification.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, we all know how it works. A street fight and stuff like that. Really.
It's pretty much no disqualifications, no count outs. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission, and you can use anything you want, literally, like steel stairs, kendo sticks, steel steps, ladders, tables, anything you want, pretty much.
Yeah. So it's an interesting one. We've got a celebrity appearance from Johnny Knoxville. Last year we had Bad Bunny. This year we have Johnny Knoxville.
I mean, Bad Bunny was definitely better than I think Knoxville.
Bad Bunny's gonna be better. But Johnny Knox. How old is Johnny Knoxville?
I think he's like 50 or something.
51, it says here.
51. Well, I was close.
Yeah.
I did say 50 something, didn't I?
I think that's a bit old for someone who's having their first match in WWE.
Yes, I have to agree. Oh, hang on. What's this? Hang on. Hot take equal. All faces win at night 1. All heels win at night 2.
Interesting.
Interesting opinion. So technically, I don't know if
yeah,
Lashley's actually a
that's actually
heel
possible.
now, or I'm not exactly sure if he's a face.
Wait, who did you say?
I'm just saying, with Lashley, since
Yeah,
he's returned and all, I'm not
I
exactly
think he's a
sure
face
if
in this. I think he's a face against Omos. Omos is definitely a heel, so I think Bobby
Omos is a
Lashley's a
heel,
face of this.
definitely.
Yeah,
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 yeah. So I think Lashley would probably be the face then.
yeah. And Johnny
Okay.
Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, who's gonna win?
I think
I
if
don't
I have to
actually
be
know. I keep
honest,
changing my mind on this one, actually.
yes. I mean, this one really. This all started just before the Royal Rumble. Because I remember
Yeah,
Knoxville, he came in just before the Royal Rumble, and then the first thing he did was literally throw Sami Zayn over the top rope twice in consecutive weeks.
hmm yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
then and then if
Who's
I
gonna
remember
win?
rightly, Sami Zayn then eliminated Knoxville from the Royal Rumble. On the Royal Rumble, and it all got personal from there,
Yeah,
with Sami Zayn appearing on the red carpet for the premiere of Jackass. Also, we had Johnny Knoxville throwing Sami Zayn's shirt into a wood chipper, and
yeah,
of course, the biggest one of all really had to be Johnny Knoxville costing Sami Zayn his Intercontinental Championship when Zayn lost it to Ricochet.
yeah. So this is who's gonna win? I'm gonna say Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
I'll
yeah,
go with you. Knoxville all the way for me. I mean,
yeah,
just really, Sami Zayn is just an absolute jerk in my opinion,
yeah.
and really, I just really want to see Knoxville really pick up the win in this one. I mean,
Be embarrassing
as
for
you
Sammy
said,
if he loses. I'm not gonna lie.
what?
It'd be embarrassing for Sammy if he loses.
Yeah, I think it would be. I mean, it'd be really an embarrassing moment for Sami Zayn to lose this type of match, and I think, I think Johnny Knoxville would never let Sammy forget it. Really.
Yeah. Okay, so both saying Johnny Knoxville for that one. The
Yeah.
next one, Queen Selena and Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan versus Natalia and Shayna Baszler.
Yep, the Fatal 4-Way match
There's not
for
really
the
too
WWE
much to
Women's
talk.
title.
There's not really too much to talk about with with it all, really, to be honest with you, because there hasn't really been too much going on with it all, apart from
No, I
last
mean,
night.
really, it all started when Naomi and Sasha Banks reunited as part of a team called Team BAD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
we
just
were.
I'm just gonna say straight away for the women's tag team match that I think Sasha Banks and Naomi are gonna win.
Interesting. But in my opinion, I think really, to be honest, I think it's definitely going to be an interesting match. I mean, especially those four teams have put each other through the brawls they've had. But if I have to be honest, I think I completely respect your choice about Sasha Banks and Naomi possibly getting the win and all. I think they could be
Actually,
one
I
of the
might actually
choices.
change my mind because Sasha Banks never wins at WrestleMania. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
change
but
my mind.
I was actually thinking. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
That's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to change my mind to Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, because thinking about it, Sasha Banks literally never wins at WrestleMania. So,
It's pretty much like Sasha Banks' kryptonite WrestleMania, isn't it?
yeah, it is, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
Rhea and Liv Morgan are going to
So
win.
we're agreeing on Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan then.
Yeah, I'll change my mind to
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Okay.
So
Okay.
next, triple
fair
threat
enough to
tag
me.
team. Yeah, triple threat tag team championship match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy.
Oh, yeah.
This
This
one's
has gotten
interesting,
quite.
actually. This one's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Is,
the Alpha Academy. The Alpha Academy. They want revenge on Arcade Bro because Arcade Bro did steal the Raw Tag Team titles off Alpha Academy when they beat the Alpha Academy and Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens for the Raw Tag Team Champions on an episode of Raw quite recently. I think it was like right either at the start of March. I think it was when it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think that. I think that definitely Alpha Academy definitely gonna want a bit of revenge. And I can understand the Street Profits for getting into this. They did pin RK Bro a couple of weeks before that triple threat for the Raw Tag Team titles on Raw. So I can understand that. But if I have to be honest, I think it is going to be a while before WWE decide to take the Raw Tag Team titles off RK Bro. It was a while before WWE decided to take the Raw Tag Team titles off them the first time around. So I'm thinking it probably be the same a second time around. I'm thinking RK Bro will obtain the Raw Tag Team titles at WrestleMania.
Okay, so yeah, this match is interesting. Obviously, the Street Profits haven't actually been in the title picture for a while now, and they're back in it. So good on them. Alpha Academy have recently been champions, but yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Can't exactly see the titles coming off RK Bro, so I'm saying that RK Bro get the win.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The last three matches are very interesting ones, to be honest with you. Bobby
Oh,
Lashley
yeah.
versus Omos. There
Now
literally
this,
hasn't even been a feud for this one, but there's still a bit to talk about on it because how
because
dominant these two guys are.
Lashley returned last week on Raw.
I
This
didn't
was
even expect
literally,
him to be at WrestleMania after him getting into that Elimination Chamber. I did not
yeah.
expect him to be,
Yeah, same
especially against a
here.
guy like Omos as well.
Lashley. Again, I agree with what you said. I wasn't expecting him to be in a match of WrestleMania either, especially with him getting hit by I think it was who was it that Seth Rollins buckle bombed through that chamber? I think it might have been Riddle. Was it?
Yes, I think it was
Yes, I think
Riddle.
it was
Yeah.
Riddle. Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah. So yeah, definitely Riddle got power and buckle bomb through that chamber, knocking out Lashley, making him really unconscious. Really, so really
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it. But I think the fact that Lashley has he's like got so much power and ability in him that we really don't know about or is like completely unexpected with Lashley. I think definitely it could be an interesting match, but I think to be honest, I don't know why the heck I'm gonna say this, but I think if Lashley can pull off something unexpected, I think that Lashley can finally put
Really?
Omos's undefeated streak out the window.
Yeah, Omos has never actually been really in a match. He hasn't actually been flawed yet. But Bobby Lashley's definitely got the ability to do it. But I just think just Omos, the size and the power of him and how big he is, I just think he's too much for anyone at the moment, really. So I see Lashley losing, and I see Omos beating Bobby Lashley tomorrow night. To be honest, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I just think that Omos is being built up a lot to be a massive big star. So I think a really good name for him to beat, and it will be the best name on his record so far, which will be Bobby Lashley if he can win tomorrow. But I'm saying Omos, but it will be a difficult challenge for both men.
Well, what if MVP is in Lashley's corner?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. Okay.
And the next one, we've got two men who, they're out of their prime now, obviously, but they've still got it. And I know for a fact that this, in my opinion, could easily be like the match of the whole of WrestleMania. Edge versus Seth Riley, not Seth Rollins. Edge versus AJ Styles.
What were you thinking of?
We've already seen Edge versus Seth Rollins, haven't we?
Virtual?
Yeah, going back to October.
Yes, we are. Oh, blimey.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Edge versus
virtual.
AJ Styles. It's definitely gonna be a good one. I mean, obviously, Edge has turned heel. AJ Styles has turned face again.
Yeah.
Should be a good one. To be honest with you, I have enjoyed this feud. They've both made it personal with each other, of course. Edge injured AJ Styles. AJ Styles was out for a number of weeks. I think 2 weeks. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was 3 actually.
3, yeah. But yeah, this is a match which could easily go either way as well. But I'm gonna predict AJ Styles to get some big revenge on Edge.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think just what after Edge did to AJ Styles. I mean, AJ Styles. I mean, he got knocked out. I mean, he got really. I mean, he was out for a few weeks after what Edge did to him with the steel chairs. So yeah, I'm thinking AJ Styles is going to pick up some big revenge on Edge after what Edge did to him with the steel chairs, and I think that AJ will pick up the victory, possibly the biggest victory of his career over the R-rated superstar Edge.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. This one, to be honest with you, and could go either way. But yeah, we're both saying AJ to get the win after everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Edge has changed his music and everything. He's really weird. This new personality of him. I'm not gonna lie. He's been acting weird.
What, AJ or Edge?
Edge.
Yeah, definitely Edge. It's definitely a weird personality with him. Yeah.
Yeah, but so we're now on our last match. I'll let you introduce this one because you're quite good at introducing these two.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it is the match that people everywhere have called it the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. The Championship Unification match. The match that will see the Beast incarnate, and of course, the winner of the 2022 Royal Rumble match, Brock Lesnar, take on the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, in a winner-take-all championship unification match for both the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship.
Yeah. Also, this is actually another kind of Raw versus SmackDown match, like Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Actually, this one.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, of course, we know Roman's from SmackDown, but technically, isn't Brock actually mixed?
He's actually a free agent. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
So he can go on either. This one's going to be interesting. Obviously, they are calling the biggest WrestleMania match ever. Do you think it is the biggest WrestleMania match ever?
To be honest, I think definitely it's the. I mean, I have to agree. To be honest, I think definitely
I mean, I
the way
personally think that the biggest
to.
WrestleMania match ever is John Cena versus The Rock. I don't think anything can get bigger than that. The two biggest names in the whole company. I don't think anything's bigger than that.
Well, I mean, definitely that match between The Rock and Cena. I mean, it was definitely built up. I mean, over 2 WrestleManias. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was massive and all. But I think this one has literally been the biggest rivalry, with the biggest build up since SummerSlam last year. I mean, just what's been going on between these two? It's just absolutely been it's been out of this world stuff between the two. I mean, we've had Brock Lesnar use one of those lifting trucks go right through Roman Reigns' SUV. We've had Paul Heyman switch sides. It's
Yeah, that's been crazy, that.
twice because he was with Brock, then he went to Roman, then he went back to Brock, and then he betrayed Brock to go back to Roman Reigns. And of course, after what Roman did to Lesnar at Madison Square Gardens, laying him out with blood on his face and lifting both the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship in front of him. I think definitely, I think this one will definitely be the biggest one of them all, in my opinion.
Yeah, there is a right for it being called the biggest WrestleMania match ever because it's a title unification. So that's probably why they're calling it that.
Yeah.
I don't think there has ever been a title unification match at WrestleMania.
I think there has once.
But not as big as this one.
There was one back in 2002 between Chris Jericho and the Game Triple H at the time.
Oh yeah, but I think this is bigger than that one though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely bigger than that. I mean,
yeah, and the
way
feud's gone
bigger.
on since SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's been going on for months.
Oh, it's really I generally keep changing my mind up on this one. I still don't know who's going to win right now. I need to think.
Even I have to agree there. I mean, at one moment I've been Roman, then Brock does something to change it back to him. Then Roman does something. I go back on Roman. It's pretty much a back and forth with me. I really don't know who I'm going to go for.
I think I've actually got a solution to who I think is going to win. I want Roman to win this for the reason why I'm about to say. So I want Roman to win because so my prediction is that so my prediction is Roman Reigns retains after probably like a half an hour, 45-minute match, possibly. To be honest, if they're calling it the biggest match of WrestleMania history, I think that's going to happen. And then this is probably really hopeful thinking, but after this match, Roman Reigns wins, and then The Rock turns up after to confront Roman.
Yeah,
that's my prediction. Roman wins, then The Rock.
That's going to happen. I mean, they've said that.
And The Rock was rumored to return at WrestleMania 38 as well. So
yes, that was rumored. That was rumored because apparently this was leaked ages ago. I think this was leaked sometime in December.
Yeah.
It was leaked sometime in December that The Rock was going to be taking on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. So yeah, I think definitely it's possible that we could see The Rock turn up after Roman has defeated Brock. So
Yeah, so that
yeah, I think
happens, and then I don't know. This could this build up to SummerSlam because that's the second biggest pay-per-view of the year,
yeah.
or
Well,
it's WrestleMania
apparently, what I'm
Hollywood.
actually hearing as well, in regards to Brock Lesnar's future, apparently he has only 2 months left on his deal.
That
Apparently,
seals it then. Surely
he
Roman's
signed
winning.
an 18-month deal when he returned to WWE. Apparently before he returned to WWE, apparently he retired. So
Yeah,
he then returned to WWE. Then so yeah, I think he's gonna have like 2 more pay per view matches, which of course will be one. I think one be one in this one and the one in May.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think
So who
definitely.
are you saying is going to win?
I think definitely with the fact that Brock's deal will be expiring soon. I think definitely that. I think that Roman Reigns will be the unified WWE and Universal Champion.
Yeah. So we're both saying Roman, but do you agree with me that The Rock will turn up after, or do you not see that
Yeah,
happening?
I
You
do.
do.
I think it's definitely possible that The Rock comes to WrestleMania and has like a confrontation with Roman. Definitely, they set something up going into WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, and apparently Roman also wants the fight against The Rock as well. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
all interesting. So we're both saying
definitely.
Roman and The Rock to return after.
Yeah,
That is
definitely.
interesting there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've actually only got, let me count, 37 minutes until the proper show. And no, to the pre-show, sorry.
Yeah, to the pre-show, definitely. I think we'll both be keeping an eye on that, won't we?
Yes.
See
What
what
time
happens on
what
there.
time we going live for the watch along?
I think we'll probably go live around about maybe 12:40 maybe.
Yeah, all right. 12:40
Yeah,
we'll say. Okay.
yeah, okay.
So we wrap up here then.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah, we'll
shall wrap it up here. But anyway, guys, we're gonna
We'll
wrap it
see you
up
in just
here.
over 2 hours time.
Yep, we will
Yeah.
see you in just over 2 hours time for WrestleMania 38 Night 1. I think it's definitely fair to say that we're both looking forward to it. What's going to happen? We don't know. It's going to be so interesting to find out what's going to happen at this year's WrestleMania. But
Yeah. We'll have to
we
see.
don't
Have to
know.
see.
We'll have to wait and see who's going to be champions come the end of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you in 2 hours for WrestleMania 38 Night 1. I hope you can join us for that. We'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.